Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes. And
Awesome. I can hear you. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Emily.
you too. Wow.
Super cool. Where are you calling in from, Lauren?
Maryland.
Maryland. Awesome.
Yeah.
Is it warmer there yet? I'm in New York and it just went through a bout of freezing.
That might have just come down our way. I don't know. We had like 2 nice days and now it's raining and cold.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much same and cold. Staying warm. But yeah, I'm here to help you with your RobeCurls Curling Headband. The way this works is I'll first kind of just talk through if you've used it before. It sounds like you haven't, but just some general prep tips you haven't, not yet.
I haven't. No, I'm so sorry. And that's why I kept rescheduling because I felt like an asshole since I had it, but then I kept not. So here we are.
No worries at all. Not an asshole in the slightest. And then yeah, we'll go through it together. We'll make sure you learn how to wrap it and it's comfortable and all that good stuff. Um,
Fantastic.
Yeah. So question for you, is this your natural hair type right now? Like straight?
Yes. Yeah. So
Awesome.
when it gets wet, I'll get like I call it like the white girl like scrunch. Right. And if I it's just, it's relatively long. It's very fine. So, since there's a lot of it, it's heavy, it'll pull out of that curl if it just air dries, which is I'm on like day 2 of hair. Um, if I put stuff in it, the curl will stay, but especially with color, I don't wash my hair every day and I don't like wetting it every day either. So I'm really hoping that this
Sure thing. Sure
yeah.
thing. Okay, cool. In that case, would recommend, so what we could do is like the first time after you like use it, wet it the first time, but then the next days you don't have to wet it after that. So you can just rewrap
Okay.
dry. So
Okay.
don't, it'll like reform it overnight.
Right.
Awesome. You got a spray bottle. That's
I
great.
do.
Okay,
Right.
cool. Then we'll totally go through all the steps together. One tip is in terms of products, if you want them to last longer, we'll see how this goes first. Your curls will be great. I know your hair type because it's very similar, like you're good to go.
Okay.
But if you ever want longer lasting curls, I recommend adding just like a dollop of mousse into here with water.
Okay.
And mousse is
Right.
hands down the best. And like the cheap
Mhm.
mousse that you get at like your Walgreens, your CVS, like that's what you want. Don't go for anything fancy on that front.
Okay.
Yeah, just like the old school mousse, the L'Oreal's and the Garnier Fructis,
Nice.
those are all good. Throw it in, take it up, you're good to go.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. So to start, we're gonna want to lightly dampen our hair, focusing most on like ear level down. So
Okay. I do. I part on the side. Should I part in the middle for while
so
I'm curling?
when you're curling, what you can do is if you part on the side, you can kind of overcompensate to the middle after you get that little side part look. So it's like, side over here for like the first few inches, and then just kind of cut to the middle and go down. And that'll just help to
Oh,
like
okay.
balance out the amount of hair on both sides. Because
Gotcha. Okay.
I like a side part too. So you don't have to change your part for this.
Yeah, I look like Avril Lavigne if it's parted in the center. So, Gen Z, you can take my side part from my cold dead hands.
I'm so same. Cool. All right. And yeah, so we'll just lightly dampen, focusing like ear level down and making sure we're getting like the insides. And it should just feel like cool to the touch. So it's not like super wet, but it's
Hmm.
more or less just like damp, lightly damp. Cool.
Okay.
And we'll do the same on the other side. Just making sure we're getting like the insides. Awesome. Fabulous. I love your hair color.
Thank
That's
you.
so good. It's like a ombre balayage of different colors. Am I right? The light is just hitting
Yeah,
it
yeah. So I
perfect.
got purple and blue, and then there's like brighter red under here. There's some green in there.
That is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure thing. Cool. All right. So now we can jump into wrapping. Your hair looks mostly brushed, like, right? It'll be able to, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. Scrunchies on the wrist will make our lives easier when we get to that point. Cool. All right. So I like to start by folding it in half so that the ends are even. And doing this will also make like a little crease right in the middle. And you'll notice there's a wire all along one side. So now when we put it on our head, we want that wire facing forward.
Okay.
Wire forward. Cool. Now, are you a righty or a lefty?
I'm a righty.
All right. Put your left hand on top. Now, I'll show you what the next step is first before you do it, but we're just going to swoop in and basically we're making a pigtail on one side. This is to lock the headband in place so our hands are free, and then we can wrap the other side. So to do that, yep, swoop in. So one trick is to go with your hand kind of like, yeah, that way. Perfect. And then pull your hair towards your face and then over. Yep. And then use the back of your hand, pop the end up. You're in a good spot. Don't you worry. You're in a perfect spot now. I know it's a little awkward. So now you're in a good spot. All you got to do is take that end and twist it backwards and then back around. Yep, you got it. Bingo.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So now we can wrap the first side. So we're going to take a smaller front section. Cool. Perfect. And then pull it over and then back under. Awesome. And now we're going to add another section right underneath the first and combine it. Pull it over and under. Good job, Lauren. And then we're going to do another one. Over, combine them over and under. And now we're at the ear. So we're going to grab all the hair that's left and combine it. And pull it over and under. Yep. And wrap it till you get to the end.
So now do the size of the sections change the curl?
So the size of the sections will change the curl a little bit. The bigger thing that'll change the curl shape is at this point. So now we can add the scrunchie. Very good. So the bigger thing that'll change the curl shape is this point where you can twist it to tighten it. And that'll set tighter curls and that'll set looser curls. So you twist it one way, it's going to loosen it up a bit.
Got it.
The other way, it'll set tighter curls.
Okay.
You can do smaller sections. It'll just come out. It's not really a big difference, to be honest.
Okay.
It's usually like smaller sections are more helpful if you have shorter hair to just like kind of lock it in place because you have more points to lock it in, but it won't make a difference. Cool. Awesome. And repeat on the other side. Yeah, you're good at this. Yeah, add another section.
I'm not bad at French braiding, which this kind of is. I can't French braid on myself. I can French braid other people.
That's impressive. I can't French braid on anyone. And now you're at the ear. So once you're at the ear, grab all the hair that's left and combine it. And one tip is to kind of pull the end close to your jawline while you're doing this. So instead of holding the headband out here while you're wrapping, because then it's going to create these like looser, you see, do you understand? So instead of holding it up here, just keep it closer to your jawline. Yeah, perfect. And pull her tight. Yep, you got it. Yeah, just lost it. Cool. And a couple things to note, a couple things. So like one thing is making sure like each wrap touches the last. So you have like a little bit of a gap. It's not going to like not curl, but you'll just get a less consistent curl shape. And this is just to perfect it. Like, usually I give people these tips after they've like, already mastered the beginning, but since you're so good already, you're at that level. You're like pro. Awesome. And so then here is also where you can twist one way to tighten it, twist the other way. Awesome. And cool. So now if you're going to bed, you can have it whichever way you like. It'll stay. It's not going to unravel. If you're going out and about, you can secure it into like the headband look. To do that, you just cross them, switch hands. One that's on top, just tuck it under. One that's under, tuck it over. There's really no wrong way to do it, whatever's comfortable. And then that way it's like kind of just like locked in place. And it should feel secure.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. And now you just want to wear this until it's 100% dry. So overnight obviously works. Otherwise, it's not super wet. It shouldn't be more than a couple hours, hour two, 2 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then you don't have to follow me on this part, Lauren, but a couple tips here when you're taking them out. So just like we twisted to tighten it, you can just twist the other way to like loosen it up, make it easier for it to slide out. And then granted, my curls are now not set, but once they come out, you can always just like break up the curls and create more curls by just doing a couple finger curls. So that
Oh,
way,
okay.
like a whole head of curls or whatever
Yeah.
you like. And then the next day, since you don't like to re-wet your hair, just re-wrap it when it's dry. But I think
Well,
one
I'd be fine re-wetting it this way. I just don't want to wet it in the shower because with the fashion colors, you got to do cold hair and that's a whole thing. And
oh, got it. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, then you're good to go. Yeah, you can
Okay.
re-wet it this way. And probably you don't even need, you can play around, but probably you won't even need to because your hair has set the first time. But yeah, you'll be good to go, honey. It'll be
Okay.
awesome. Your hair is gonna be so cool to see with all the
I'm
colors.
so excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions for me, hon?
I don't think so. Right. So just slightly damp or dry at, at least a few hours or until completely dry. Right. I got it.
Yep, you nailed it. Looks fabulous.
Okay.
Awesome. Crushed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Just keep yeah. Okay. Just keep it tighter
mhm.
closeness wise. Okay.
Yep, you got it. And if anything else comes up, like you can always sign up for another one of these or shoot us an email. Happy to help. But yeah, it'll turn out great for you. I'm positive.
Okay.
Full hair, hun.
Great.
Oh, great, hun. Well,
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
my pleasure, Lauren. It was so nice to meet you. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.